What's going on, everybody? Jarmy D here, back again, bringing you another Call of Duty Ghosts for Newbies. Now today we're going to go over these squads, squads menus and the different modes inside squads, just kind of go over those a little bit. We're going to start off here at the main menu, and of course you just want to go down to squads and pick squads. I'll let that load up real quick. And basically you got 4 different modes within squads that you can play, and then you have a setup option, and then you have access to the store. This will be the first screen you come to. You can choose to play squads online, local play, or options. Your options are basically going to give you everything that you have in multiplayer. And if you want to see that video, just click the annotation right there on your screen, and it'll take you to that video. Now today we're just going to go over the play squads online. And once you get into squads online, you got 4 different options, like I said, for different game types to play. Now the first thing we have up is Squad Assault. Now Squad Assault, you're basically playing with 5 other real people, and you're playing against all artificial intelligence or AI robots, however you want to call them. I'll probably refer to them as all 3 by the time this video is over, but basically it's going to put you and a friend, or you and a couple of friends, together to play against artificial intelligence, and that will definitely help you get your practice up. And next up is Squad versus Squad. In Squad versus Squad, it's you and your 5 AI or artificial intelligence people that you've set up against another random person and his AI. Now, what I mean when I say set up, you'll see here in a minute, you can actually go in and dictate which one of your squad members is in which position, what gun they will be carrying when they play, and what perks and all that they will have set up, what loadouts, what kill streaks, what, not kill streaks, but basically kill streaks, or support streaks, or specialist bonuses. All that stuff you can set up, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a minute. And the next one we have up is Safeguard. Now Safeguard is basically set up so that it will be you and 3 other players against all artificial intelligence. Now the way this is set up, when you pick Safeguard, it brings up a menu, and you get to pick from this menu which way you want to play. The first one is just regular Safeguard. Now Safeguard gets increasingly difficult as it goes, and if you survive the 20 different waves, kind of like in zombies, then you win. Next one is Safeguard Extended. This one is set up and it has 40 waves. Same thing, everything gets increasingly harder as you survive. And Infinite. Infinite basically is set up to see how long you can last. I would imagine there are different achievements once you exceed past certain levels, but I have not even dove into that far enough to tell you. But it's definitely a good fun game mode to play if you like the zombies kind of feel. But I tell you what, these AI are difficult to play against, so have fun with that one. And the next one we have up is War Game. Now in War Game, you're playing against another setup of bots, or AI, and you basically can bring in your friends, or just jump into a lobby with a bunch of randoms, and you will be an entire squad fighting against the AI. Now you may say, well, isn't that the same thing that Assault is? Well, it is and it isn't. In Assault, you're basically spawning in with your squad, or your friends and your squad. So it will set up anybody that you set up in the squad headquarters, which we'll go over here in just a minute, inside the Squad Assault. It'll use those people plus any additional players like your friends or people that you pull into the game. With War Game, it is taking you and any random amount of 6 players and putting you against AI. So in Squad Assault, it may be 1 or 2 players against AI, and in War Game, it's typically 6 players against AI, and it's any random people that they decide to match you up with inside the lobby. And that's basically the difference between the 2. And finally, to set up all squad settings and which soldier spawns with which gun, and so on and so forth. So when you go into the headquarters, the first thing off is Create a Soldier. Now within Create a Soldier, you will have all your different purchased squad members that you can control. Now when you go into the different squad members, if you'll notice right here by my loadout 3, there's a little emblem with a gun and a shield. Now this is the loadout that this person is going to spawn with when the game starts. Now typically when you jump in, you're going to be jumping in at the lowest position on the pole, I believe. And anytime your friends spawn in, they're playing with you in a squads match, then they are going to replace the lowest person on the pole. And I'll show you how to adjust who is on the top and who's on the bottom here in just a second. But as you can see, you can go through to each different soldier and set that up. Now the way you do this, you'll go down to the loadout you want, and if you look down at the bottom, it shows you where to push the start button to set your AI's loadout. You hit the start button, it will spawn that guy in with that loadout. Next we have the leaderboards, and the leaderboards work pretty much like they do in multiplayer. They show you how you stack up against your friends and all that. So we'll save that for another time to go a little bit more in depth on that. But these are the squad reports, and basically these are the reports of your squad and how it did against another team when you were not playing. So this is another set of people going against your squad, and apparently my squad has only played 2 different matches. The first of which it lost, and the second of which it lost. So this guy must have played against both of my team twice, actually, on the same map. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So these are the offline. That'll see your offline status, and here you can edit your squad name. Now it starts off, your squad name is going to be something randomly generated, I would imagine, but mine was Oscar. So you can jump in here and just like any other text entry, make it whatever you want. Let's see, let's make it Dragon Ball, just for the crap of it. If you didn't know, I am a very big Dragon Ball fan. I don't know if I've talked about that or not, but anyway, we'll get into that in another video. Next up, you have your Headquarter game mode. Now this is the game mode you get to pick when your offline squad is playing against another squad, or if your squad is challenged during a match. Now, I highly suggest putting this on the game mode that you typically play the most, because that is where you're going to have, or the game mode that you have the highest success rate in, because this is going to determine how well your squad does and how many matches you win against the other squads. So I'm mainly a team deathmatch player, don't have a lot of points built up in the other game modes, so I got mine set to team deathmatch. You can see that right there on the right hand side. It's listing all this stuff so you can see that it changed and verify that it changed itself. Alright, next up is your Headquarters base. Now you can pick which map you want all your squad match challenges to be on. Not when you're playing normal cycle rotation, but when you're playing on the offline fights that your squad gets challenged. Next up is your squad order. Now this is where I was talking about you can move your people up and down on the list. See, for instance, if you go back here to my create a soldier, see, this is my highest prestiged. I'm up to 59 on that one, and I'm at 26 on this one, but all the rest are 1s or 4s. Now, since I've done that, I need to be able to go in here and move Agent Slim, which was normally in the number 4 or 5 spot, up to the top 3. And that, if you look down there at the bottom, it says your friends will replace active squad members from the bottom up. So if you want to keep all your good players, move all them, the ones that you have the furthest along, the ones you have your classes set up more the way that you want the style of play for your squad, then make sure those are moved to the top, and then you can line the rest of them up accordingly to how well they're doing. Like, I think I need to move this one up actually, and you can move them down with R1, or you can move them up with L1. And that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. If I missed anything, just leave me a comment down in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to cover it in a future episode. But aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like. And if you've been here for the first time and you want to see more in the future, please subscribe. I appreciate y'all stopping in. We'll see you on the next one.